me do my two-step. Me do my two-step.
All I have for you is a word. Tenet. It'll open the right doors, some of the wrong ones too. Use it carefully.
To do what I do, I need some idea of the threat we face.
As I understand it, we're trying to prevent World War III.
I'm not saying Armageddon here.
No. Something worse.
I gather you have an interest in a certain Russian national.
Why did you bring me in?
You really want to know? He can communicate with the future.
Time travel.
No. Inversion.
Aim it and pull the trigger. You're not shooting the bullet, you're catching it.
Whoa. Well, I've seen too much.
Well, we'll try and keep up.
Your duty transcends national interests. This is about survival.
Seems bold.
Bold, I'm fine with. I thought you were going to say nuts.
Welcome back to my movie reviewing channel. My name is Penelope Mukwena, aka Money Penny, but you already know that by now, right? We are on episode 6, and on this episode I will be reviewing 2 movies, one of which is Tenet and the other one is the New Mutants. Starting off with Tenet. The 2 trailers that I played at the beginning of this video, one is played in reverse and the other one is just the normal trailer. They are from the movie Tenet, and I would really like to believe that by doing that, I've just given you guys an idea of what kind of a movie is Tenet. You know, Tenet is such a special movie. It's so confusing though. Anyways, I'm gonna read everything that is needed to be known about the movie on Google, and then I will read my reviews afterwards. The movie's initial release was on the 12th of August 2020 in cinema, and apparently it is said that Tenet is the savior of the cinema. I don't know. It was directed by Christopher Nolan on a budget of $205 million and it made $359.7 million. So it really didn't do that bad, guys. The movie stars Elizabeth Debicki, Robert Pattinson, John David Washington, Kenneth Branagh, Dimple Kapadia, and Clemence Poyton. The plot of the movie reads: a secret agent embarks on a dangerous time-bending mission to prevent the start of World War III. It was just yesterday when I was talking about World War I. Fast forward, we are on World War III. Yay! Anyways, let me read the reviews. My opinion, mine alone. Firstly, Tenet is a very confusing movie. It is just one of those movies that you watch and it stays in your mind for days because you keep on asking yourself, even when you watch it, you're like, wait, what happened? You know, it's one of those movies. So in my own understanding, the plot of the movie revolves around 2 spies on a mission to prevent World War III, and instead of using nuclear weapons, they are using a bullet that reverses time. How does the bullet reverse time? Where did the bullet come from? I don't know. You just need to go and watch the movie if you haven't watched it, and go and figure that out. Tenet is about a war between the past and the future. The world in the future has determined that the past must be eradicated to prevent the destruction of the planet. Tenet is an organization of the future fighting to stop this from happening. If you read the word Tenet backwards, it is the same word, and this is called palindrome. So yeah, Tenet. I have watched so many movies that have twisted my mind before, but yo, Tenet is different. Tenet is such a special movie, you guys. Christopher Nolan is a lateral thinker, and he's taking us on a journey to believe in the non-linear pattern. I got lost a gazillion times in the movie. I was so confused. I still am. But I got to understand a little at the ending. Well, I think I did understand, and then I got lost, and then the thing that is confusing are the scenes where they go back in time. Yo, they're so confusing. But besides that, the fighting scenes were stunning. The way the reverse fighting scenes worked, it was compelling. I know as much as the scenes were confusing when they go back in time, but the fighting when they went back in time, the fighting is so interesting. It is compelling. I mean, never seen anything like that before. That's the one thing that I enjoyed about the movie. The cinematography involved in these fighting scenes is extraordinary and mind-bending. Yo, it's incredible. I mean, if someone moving backward in time and fought hand in hand with someone moving forward in time, well, that will most definitely blow your mind. Imagine someone and the other one is, and they are fighting together, and it's not only confusing, but it's gonna blow your mind. It's so amazing. Their acting was great. I liked the fact that John David Washington played the protagonist, because he is new and he's an unknown actor, and he carried the role so well for a beginner. Yes, so there was no character development though. I feel like they were more focused on the confusing parts of the movie, and the authenticity of their character was entirely forgotten. I feel like they were more focused on how to confuse us. I still don't feel a complete grasp on the film. It is one of those films with depth. You need to watch it multiple times. Did I watch it multiple times? No, I didn't, because I don't want to get confused. Listen, I recommend Tenet to anyone that likes thrillers with a bit of brain. If you like movies that challenge you, you like movies that are intelligent, I would like to say, call this movie. This is definitely your movie. It is confusing and most definitely enjoyable at the end when you understand it. I didn't, but you know, anyways, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this movie a 5 out of 10 because of their great acting. If it wasn't for that, I was gonna give it a 3 because it's confusing. Christopher, what were you trying to do? What were you trying to tell us? Like, what? Anyways, that's all I had for you guys on the movie Tenet. Do go and check it out and tell me what you think about it. Next is the trailer for the new Mutants. Enjoy.
What's the last thing you remember, Danny?
He said we had to run.
The reason you survived is because you're a very uncommon girl. You're not alone. Not anymore. Do you know what mutants are? Would anyone like to share their first time? Rain?
I was 13. I thought it was a dream. I just lost control.
Sam?
I started panicking. People got hurt.
Roberto?
My girlfriend had burned her.
Ileana?
I killed 18 men, one by one. This isn't a hospital, it's a cage.
It's important we find out your power so we can help you get better.
I saw something I don't think she wanted me to see. I don't think we're here to get better.
This place takes your greatest fear and makes you live through it until it kills you.
Who's there? We can get out of this together.
So that was the trailer for the New Mutants. The movie's initial release was on the 26th of August 2020 in cinema. It was directed by Josh Bone on a budget of 67 to 80 million US dollars, and it made 46.2 million US dollars. So basically the movie was a flop. The movie did really bad, but we'll blame the pandemic for this. We'll blame the pandemic. The movie stars Anya Taylor-Joy as Magic, Maisie Williams as Wolfsbane, Charlie Heaton as Cannonball, Henry Zager as Sunspot, Blue Hunt as Danielle Munster, and Cecilia Braga as Dr. Cecilia Reyes. Actually, her name is Alice Braga, and she plays Dr. Cecilia Reyes. Apologies for that. The plot of the movie reads: 5 teenage mutants, Mirage, Wolfsbane, Cannonball, Sunspot, and Magic undergo treatment at a secret institution that will cure them of their dangerous powers. Invited by Dr. Cecilia Reyes to share their stories, their memories soon turn into terrifying realities as they start to question why they are being held and who is trying to destroy them. Very interesting, eh? Very interesting. So here's how I feel about the movie. Okay, when I heard mutants, I thought about X-Men, and y'all know how X-Men is, and they are fighting like very interesting villains, and they get to like showcase their powers more, like get to see what they are really made of. And this one is a bit different from all that. In this movie, each character suffers from some bad memory, whether the origin of it is as a mistake or the result of being victimized by other people. The main character, Danielle Munster, who is still trying to figure out her abilities, is said to be a mutant, right? Not gonna spoil the movie, but yeah, she is said to be a mutant. She figures out that her powers allow her to manifest every person's trauma into a physical form, which is not cool. It's really not cool. Forcing the other 4 mutants to face their most horrifying memories with real world consequences. So their memories, they came with real world, real life consequences. Honestly, my expectations were crushed. I don't wanna lie, like I said, I was expecting something similar to X-Men since they said mutants, but that's not what I got. I thought maybe the mutants were gonna go into the real world and fight real people, like real villains in human form, you know? But it was different. It was not the way I expected. I feel like we were being like introduced to the New Mutants. This movie was just like an intro, like, okay, you guys, these are the New Mutants. get to know them. Yeah, it was more like a get to know us movie, and then maybe there'll be a sequel where we like get to see them in the real world fighting real people who are also mutant villains or whatever. I don't know. I did not like the demon bear as the villain. It was like these 5 mutants are using their abilities to fight some there from someone else's dreams or someone else's fears. You know, the whole fighting scene at the end, it's like a dream. Y'all just watch the movie and try and understand what I'm trying to say here. So it was that bad. Great acting though from all 6 characters. I feel like they could have like given us more of their backstories. Their background stories seemed a little bit interesting. I was more interested in their stories, all 6 of them, but they were more focused on this one girl's story, which was not really that interesting. My favorite mutants out of all those 5 mutants is Magic. She is super cool. She has like this attitude that spices up the whole thing. Her attitude is just, you know, apparently the movie is taken from a comic book. I haven't read the comic book because I'm not into comic. I think maybe it's better if you read the comic and then watch the movie to get a better understanding of the movie. For me, the movie overall it's not my kind of movie. I did not really like the movie, but I am sure there is someone else out there who would enjoy watching the movie, and that is why I am recommending it to that person. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am gonna have to give this movie a 4 out of 10, and I really feel bad for this 4, but I could have given it a 3 because of their great acting. When I give it a 4, but I'm not saying that because of my bad review you won't enjoy the movie. You are most definitely gonna enjoy the movie. So that's all I had for you guys on the New Mutants. Coming next, I will be recommending a movie for you guys, and I will also be telling you what is it that I will be watching and reviewing next on the next video. Me and Netflix. I'm joking. From me to you, I am recommending the movie Seriously Single, local content. Yes, I'm recommending Seriously Single. The movie was released in 2020 and it is comedy. It stars Tumi Morake and Furu Mugobani. I hope I pronounced that right. I am not a fan of comedy, but I really enjoyed this one. The movie is on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, I am plugging you, right? And on the next episode, I'm so excited about this one. It was brought to my attention that I've never, ever reviewed a series, and because of the hype surrounding this series, I am going to be reviewing Kings of Joburg. I am so excited for that one. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell so that you don't get to miss out when this girl posts a new video. This is not goodbye. I will see you on the next one.